UMass takes in students who are potentially rough gems, and they give them the opportunities that they may not get someplace else. That small amount of money, really in relative terms, that small amount of money that you invest in a scholarship, think about what that might create at the end of the day. That student might come out, that student who grew up in Dorchester or in Roxbury or in Charlestown and comes out and makes a huge difference in the world, or makes a small difference in the world. That cost-benefit analysis is tremendous. So that's why I think, and really that's why I think what motivated me more than anything, because I think there are a lot of rough gems out there that'll never get the opportunity to get polished, and UMass gives them that opportunity. Grew up in Dorchester in the Franklin Field housing projects. My father was older, had retired, lived in Dorchester, lived in Mattapan, and education was always important in my family, but we had no means. I worked overseas, and I had been injured, I came back, and I wound up going to a community college for a semester, and was, kind of recognized that I was ready for something beyond that, and they got me into UMass Boston, and which I never thought that I would be able to do, and it was it just opened the world to me. Professors who really had a profound impact on my life, and one of those was Bob Steamer. He was a professor of constitutional law. He was an older professor, and he, from the first class that I took with him, took an interest in where I was going, an interest that, up until that point, I really had never experienced, and encouraged me to think beyond my classes, think about what I was going to do with my life, what I could contribute, and ultimately, encouraged me, more than encouraged me, told me that I really needed to go to graduate school. I've done some interesting things as a prosecutor and inspector general, and all of that really came out of UMass. And if you had told me when I was in elementary school or in junior high school at the Solomon Lewinberg that I was going to wind up where I am today, I never in a million years would have believed it. But when I look back, I would say the most important step was at UMass. That really changed my life. And when I was thinking about giving back, UMass was the first place that came to mind, because the opportunity I got at UMass was probably the most important opportunity I had in my life. And I had to work really hard, both in school and working full time. And I thought that, making it possible for someone who really wants this to be able to do it and not work so hard, and have someone, care about them and what happens to them, and make it a little bit easier for them, I thought that was an important thing to do.